Just a quick one today, folks. This is my crested gecko tank. This is the 18 by 18 by 24. I've got 3 crested geckos in here. They're, 2 of them are behind their ficus plant back here. That's my girl with a nice big belly, one of the females. She's the only one that's produced so far. My other female hasn't had a clutch yet. And way back here, this is my red Dalmatian boy. He is far from fired up, clearly, but he's a bright brick red when he's fired up. My other female is in here somewhere, but I won't dig her out for you just yet. So that's the crested gecko tank. Clearly I am not going to be finding eggs as they're laid. I've been producing more babies than I know what to do with, so at this point, if I see any youngsters in here, I will pull them out and find homes for them, but I'm not going to be actively breeding these guys for the time being. I did pick up another tree boa. I've had a lot of questions lately on what kind of snakes these are. These are Indonesian tree boas. There's a few different common names for them. Their scientific names are, it's Candoia, carinata. So these are the tree boas. There's also a ground boa, looks almost identical to them, the shape of the body and the shape of the head. However, the ground boas get much larger, and those are Candoia, carinata, policini, which are not these. These are Candoia, carinata. They're, most of the time when you see them, they are all wild-caught imports, as are the ones that I have in here. I now have 3 females. This is my newest acquisition. She is in shed, which is why she's soaking so much. My other 2 ladies are up at the top. Way up there, you can see a gray snake and a brown snake. I can't really find their heads for you right now, but those are my other 2 girls. So I've got 3 Indonesian tree boas in here. The tank is growing in okay. A couple plants aren't doing very well, but some are doing great. Give it more time to see what other kind of growth I'll get in here. In other news, I have now 2 pairs of red-eyed croc skinks. There's one little boy there. I just set up the tank. This is part of the reason why I haven't done a video in all of January, is because I've been figuring out how to get these guys set up. He is one of my pair of the newest ones that I've gotten, so they have not produced any eggs yet. But they are in, these are 10-gallon size tanks that I got from my local reptile store. And they have just dog bowls, the stainless steel dog dishes for water bowls. I chose stainless steel just because they're very easy to clean and disinfect, and they're cheap, and so I can get several of them and rotate them out as they get soiled. Generally, you guys all know that I like the look of natural decor, but in their case, it's just going to be easier to do the stainless steel. Not very pretty, but these guys are going to be more for breeding purposes, so that's why I did it that way. So I have them set up in here with just philodendron, just a common house plant that roots and grows like crazy under any kind of light, so it's very easy to have. They're on coconut dirt, and then there's 2 cork hides as well in each of these tanks. So they are set up and ready to start breeding. It looks like my female on this tank is actually quite fat, so we may be getting babies out of her soon. Well, a baby. They only lay 1 egg at a time. So that's their new digs. I will let everyone know as soon as I get some new babies hatching. It could still be a while, not quite sure yet, but they're at least in their setup, and they do have a UVB light above them. They don't need a whole lot of heat, but they really do like basking under the UV, and that light puts out just a little bit of heat. It raises the temperature back by their hides to about the high 80s. So they do bask under that sometimes. And our hogs we have now cooling in our wine cooler. So they're all down. They will be brought out probably the first week of March is when we're going to start breeding them. So they're all cooled right now. I've got lots of water bottles in here. The purpose of those is just to help maintain a constant temperature in the refrigerator. So I've got everybody except my 2 smaller snakes that were too small for breeding. But I've got my snow makers in here, my anaconda makers. So we should be hopefully producing some pretty cool stuff this year. And this is just your basic wine cooler. It's set to a dial and we're monitoring the temperature constantly. It usually stays between 48 and 54 degrees, which is great for them. I know I have not shown my tree frogs in a while. It's because I've been ashamed of the way their tank has been looking. But just so you guys know, I still have them. They're all still doing okay. They are going to be upgraded shortly to a tank the size that my crested geckos are in. So they're going to be getting a nice upgrade here in the near future, probably another week or 2. Look forward to seeing that on the next video. As always, thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, you can always personal message us. Find us on Facebook at SoCal Herps. Thanks for watching.